What I learned in 15 minutes sitting down face to face with Grant Cardone. What is up, everybody? I'm here in Miami. Wanted to bring to you the Fight Against Mediocrity here on the beach because the beach is beautiful. And today what I'm going to talk about is what I learned in 15 minutes sitting down face to face with Grant Cardone. So I'm here in Miami for the sales execution workshop, and I was there learning, and I have some money sitting in the bank, and I hate money sitting in the bank because every day it becomes less and less valuable. So I asked the Cardone Capital team, their Grant's team who handles all of his real estate deals, what they had in the pipeline. And they told me a little bit about him, and I said, well, let me think about it. I might do that. I might do my own thing. And like a little bit later, they say, hey, come on back here. And so I get buzzed in past security, and I go back there. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, I already told you I'm thinking about it. Like, Grant just walked in. We want him to come talk to you about the deal. I'm like, you're kidding me. And just to give you perspective, and I would stick around till the end of the video because this is phenomenal advice that he shared with me. Like an hour with his time with Grant, if you were to pay for it, I believe is between $30,000 and $40,000. And so I got to spend 15 minutes with him. So that's about $10,000 worth of value just right there. And so I go back there, I'm waiting, and he walks over, and I'm shaking, I'm very nervous. I remember that specifically. And we did some chit chat, you know, where are you from and everything. And he told me about the deal, but what I really want to focus on is at the end, we're just sitting there. And I remember a mentor of mine saying, you know, anything you ask, when you're asking people questions and they're a higher level than you are, anything you ask is going to seem very silly, because a very silly question, because they're at a different level than you are. And so I asked Grant, I said, if you were me sitting in my shoes, what would you ask yourself? And he sat there for about 15 seconds and really thought about it, really pondered it. You could tell he really wanted to give me a good answer. And, you know, he looks at me and says, if you've been following my stuff for a while, it's not anything I'm gonna tell you that you haven't already heard. But he said, I will tell you one thing. It's easier than you think. Success is easier than you think. And then he sat there and he said, it's like riding a bike. If you've never ridden a bike before, at first it seems impossible. But after you learn how to do it, in 3 or 4 months, you'll be jumping off rocks and doing all this crazy stuff. He says, same thing with success. It seems so impossible at first, but once you get it, it's so easy. He says, 1 billion, 10 billion, you could be the richest person in the world. Nothing is off the table. And I sat there, and in the moment, and then afterwards I thought about it, you know, he could have told me anything. He could have given me any piece of advice in that moment. You know, he has 65 years of experience, $3 billion of real estate under management currently. And so I just thought about, why would he tell me that? And I think he told me that because he would tell any of you that as well. You can do anything. Anything's possible. Nothing's off the table. I don't think there's another person in the world who would tell me that same thing. Maybe 2 other people that I know of, but that's not a common thing that you just tell, because I really am someone random to him. And because he told me that, I want to tell you guys the same thing. Anything's possible. You can do it. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep pushing. It's easier than you think. I think a lot of that is just in our head. I think we overcomplicate it and make it harder than it needs to be. But don't give up. Anything is possible. That's what he told me, and that's what I want to share with you too. Drop a comment below. What are your thoughts? Do you believe it? If so, why? If not, why not? I want to tell you, I believe it, and one day I'm going to prove it. I continue to prove it, and I hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next video.